Hello, everybody. I know I got the wet hair because I did just walk out of my shower. But alrighty, YouTube. Today, I just want to talk about an anime I watched. A pretty cool one. I actually just recently finished it. It's called Kaiju No.8. Now, this was a pretty big deal. When the show came out, it did kind of take the world by storm. I mean, I think the manga was pretty big too, but it was not this big until, of course, the anime, which is common with a lot of things. Look at Demon Slayer. Like, yeah, the manga was pretty big, but when the anime came out, it got freaking massive. But the Kaiju No.8 show is, think of Attack on Titan with kaiju. I just explained the entire plot of Kaiju No.8. Basically, this guy eats a part of a kaiju and becomes and can now transform into a kaiju. Except unlike in Attack on Titan, he can still control himself in that kaiju form, and he is extremely strong. Except here's the thing: kaiju are bad. Kaiju must die, and he wants to join the defense force, which fight kaiju away. Which means that he is now the exact thing that he wants to be able to fight. He's also like 33 or something, and he keeps failing joining the defense force because he's not good enough. He keeps trying, but he keeps failing because he wants to fight by his childhood friend Mina Ashido, I think her name is. And basically, he wants to fight by her side and get rid of the kaiju with her. And the plot is, it sounds like a mediocre anime, but the more you watch it, the more crazy stuff happens, and he has to keep his kaiju ability quiet, because if anybody finds out that he can turn into a kaiju, that could be very problematic in the long run, because that's bad. You don't want to be able to turn into a kaiju, because when you turn into a kaiju, you're just what they want to kill. And when they want to kill you, some people are extremely good at their job and will go to extensive lengths to make sure that they kill you. So it's pretty crazy on terms of uh like action. There's not a whole bunch of it, but when there is action, like a fist fight, dude, it's really cool. It's really cool. It is actually like on par with like Demon Slayer action. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. I do very much enjoy Kaiju No.8's action and animation. I think that the one flaw with the show, at least in my eyes, is it tries too much to rely on comedy, which I know that the main character, his name is Kafka Hibino, he is kind of like a comic relief, but he's also the main character. And with something like Demon Slayer, where we have Zenitsu as a comic relief, and like, yeah, he's pretty funny. He gives me some tee hee hee hees, and that's fine. But in something like Kaiju No.8, where you have your main character is comic relief, it's not as, I don't know, serious a lot of the time. Like, it's different when a side character gives comic relief, but when a main character does it, it's a little different. And so that was the only big issue that I had with Kaiju No.8, was that Kafka Hibino is comic relief a lot of the time. He makes a lot of jokes. I put them in quote because they're not funny. The joke's comedy really isn't that funny. That's probably another big flaw about it, is that it tries really hard to be funny, but it kind of just isn't. It's boring jokes that sound like your dad wrote them. It's pretty not entertaining to listen to the comedy, but a lot of what the show does is very interesting and really cool to see what the characters do and where they go, and just it's a very interesting show. It has what it needs to succeed, and I think it does so phenomenally. I think that Kaiju No.8 did amazing, especially on release. It was out there, and it was out there fast. I just finished Kaiju No.8 like 2 days ago, and I very much enjoyed it. It's pretty good so far. It's pretty good so far. Yeah, I guess there's definitely a second season coming eventually. Well, maybe not a second season, but the manga does continue. But it's very good. But the opening is garbage. It's so bad. It's so bad. I am a big opening fan when it comes to anime. And the opening of Kaiju No.8 is actually just a flaming dumpster fire. It is so garbage that, like, even as somebody who normally will listen to an opening every single episode, even if I don't love it, I skipped the opening. It was so unbelievably bad. Like, if it wasn't even just the mid music that it was playing, it was, the animation was like in 3D, but like anime 3D, so it was bad. It's such a bad opening. I could go on all day long about why that opening is garbage. It's so bad. I do not I don't like the opening. But other than that, I think I gave Kaiju No.8 like a 8 or 9 out of 10 because near the end it gets crazy. I'm not going to spoil what happens. I'm not going to do anything like that because I don't spoil things on my channel unless they're absolutely horrible and I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, I gave it a 9. But it's so like crazy when you get to the end that you're just going to be so enthralled and so taken away by the show. This show is the show that got me. Like, I was watching it, and normally I can feel, 20 minutes have passed. The episode is probably going to end soon. But with this one, it was, like, so fast. It almost feels, like, surreal how quick the episodes were. Like, they're 23 minutes, approximately, for each episode. But it felt like maybe 5 minutes had passed, but I was watching the show, and I have a big thing in my brain where I don't have like a short-term memory. Like I don't remember things very great. So the fact that I even remember what happened in the show is also another thing that is crazy. It's a really good show. It does what it does, and it does it amazingly. The character, the little blonde chick, her name is Shinomiya. You know, like the Shinomiya from Kaguya-sama, except not her. But her name is Shinomiya, and I don't like her. She's like... I don't think you're supposed to like her. She's very, uptight. She's like a... God, I'm trying to think of a character that would do this. Hold on, let me... She's the kind of person that's, like, so good that she's just kind of blatantly in booty hole about it. She's just so mean for no reason, just because she kind of can be. Like the freaking glasses guy from Haikyuu. I don't remember his name. Or just like she's just mean because she's so good that she can get away with it. She's so skilled that she's allowed to be mean without issues, like Bakugo. Except Bakugo isn't that skilled. It's pretty... I didn't like her. I really thought that she was a mid character the entire show, and she's one of the main ones. She does get a lot of screen time, sadly. But yeah, it's a really solid show, though. You're going to enjoy your time watching this show, and if you don't, you're at least going to... Anybody with eyes could see that the animation and just art style in general is wonderful. I don't know what it is about it, but I love anime for the bright colors, like... And Kaiju No.8 gets those bright colors perfectly. The bright colors in Kaiju No.8 are actually crazy. It is wonderful. It's like looking at like digital art, like what it should be. And I love that about it. That's always been one of my favorite things with anime was the colors. I don't know. I have 8 brain, but it's the colors are beautiful. And this show definitely manages to keep the wonderful, like, it's such a visual to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. I would absolutely recommend Kaiju No.8. It was an amazing show that I had a lot of fun with. And for that one person who commented on my Demon Slayer video that I'm willing to accept any story, just wait until tomorrow's video. And also, that kind of had me fuming, just so you know. I know I probably shouldn't really just be mean like this and call this person out, but somebody commented on my Demon Slayer video that I sound like a clown because I'm willing to accept any story. But here's the thing. I just said that I enjoyed Demon Slayer. I didn't say it was revolutionary. I just said it was really good. The art was good. Demon Slayer's a good show. I like Demon Slayer. And this person called me a clown because I enjoy any story. I know that I'm going to get bad comments on YouTube. I know that that's just going to happen. But this one took me for a spin because it feels like something that wouldn't cause anything like that. Like, if we're watching anime, we're in this together, right, guys? We got to be friendly. We got to be pals because, you know, the world already hates us for liking anime. So why hate on me? I didn't do anything. It's whatever. I honestly don't care that much. If you're watching this video, please don't do that. I don't know. It got on my nerves. You're probably... It's fine, though. I don't care. I don't know. I know it shouldn't bother me, but it does. And that's just that. I think that that's what it is with YouTube, though, is you're going to get those bad comments, and even though you could ignore them, sometimes it's just going to hit different. And especially for my first ever bad comment like this, it threw me for a spin that he was just kind of like, yeah, you sound like a clown. And I don't know. I was like, man, I didn't think this was something that would do that. Anyways, I'm getting way off topic. Kaiju number 8, amazing show. Absolutely would recommend. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Happy Monday. Bye-bye.